Hello, here's my vlog for the 3rd of April 2023, Monday. Um, so yeah, my ferrets killed my cockatiel. Um, they're right there sleeping. So I'm going to just leave them in the cage for a month, not even look at them. Pretend they're not even there for a month. I'm sick of them. I'll have to relearn how to like the ferrets. And for that month, I'm just going to have my tegu and tortoise walking around. Raining over the place. Yeah, so what happened was I have my cockatiel in this big cage, a big tall cage, 36-inch tall cage, and I put it here on the table when I'm here, and it's open on the top so that the the budgies can come in and fly inside the cage, and they hang out with each other. And then the cage here is between where the parrots like to fly, so they stop here in between all the time. But then at night, I put the cage in next to my bed, which is my mattress, which is on the floor. And the top, at the beginning, I had the top down for the ferrets, but then I kind of forgot and I just left the top up. And I figured the ferrets couldn't climb up there, and they wouldn't, because I held the ferret to the bird all the time, like 10 times a day, all the time. Held him right up to the bird, and the bird would chirp and say hi to the ferret like they were friends, and the ferret would just look down, like no connection at all, like creepy. And but the bird thought it was a friend, which is the sad part. And yeah, I didn't think the ferret even could climb up there. It can climb up my wire mesh, but I never saw it. I never even saw it try to climb up the bird cage, because it has vertical wires, vertical bars, and somehow it got up the cage because last night I was working out here, and then I was going to go and work in my bedroom. So I brought the bird in there, and I was going to come in, but then I got stuck out here. And I remembered I had the bird in there, but I didn't think of anything of it. And the tegu and tortoise were out here, so I had the door shut, and I didn't know where the ferrets were. I just knew they weren't in the living room. They were either in my bedroom or in their cage. And they were in my bedroom, and I guess they got bored and figured out how to climb up the cage, and they got the bird and managed to get out of the cage. So I don't even know. In fact, I think I'm going to grab one now and put it in the cage just to see if it can get out, because I didn't think they could even get out. I'll show in the video. I'll show in the video now, because I didn't think that I still don't know how they did it, because the bird would have gotten scared and gone to the bottom of the cage, so they would have had to come to the bottom and then grab the bird and then climb up. Anyway, yeah, I came in my room at the end of the day at like 4 in the morning, and I saw on my my mattress there were feathers. I said, "Uh-oh!" I looked in the cage, didn't see the bird, and I was, "Oh no!" So I was just standing there for like 20 minutes, like, "Uh-oh, shit!" And then I looked over in the middle of the room. There was the bird. I saw the feathers. They took all his tail feathers out, like 8 of them. And then, yeah, he was just laying in the middle of the floor dead. But they didn't. He wasn't bloody. They didn't try to eat him. They just killed him. So they would definitely try to kill my tegu then. Now that I know how they are, they're vicious killers. All they want to do is kill. So, yeah, they would walk around and look in the cage. Look in the cage like they were trying to kill it. Like, no, like not saying hi to it, just like, how am I going to kill it? And that's exactly what they were thinking. So let's put the ferret in the cage. Actually, we'll do that after the video. So I was spending all day yesterday, yeah, adding icons and also doing some tweaking to the timeline because his timeline was super duper undeveloped. I mean, it gives me the impression that it got replaced, like kind of what happens to my Google Earth stuff from time to time. But I'm not gonna just assume that. So yeah, I mean, it's easy to work on when it's that basic. So I'm gonna get through all of history. Work right now. I'm doing 500 to 1000 BC on West Europe, West Asia. And then I'm gonna go in and look in the files that I have of the things, and reverse do it. Make sure they're on the timeline that way, and that'll be fun too. And yeah, and then put on the ones that aren't there. And so all of the month of April is dedicated to that, just adding icons. And then in May, when I probably burn out on this, that's when I will decide, what I'll do. But I think I want to take some time off between dumping all these icons on the vertical part before I put them on the horizontal part, because it'll be way more exciting when I put it on the horizontal part, and I'll push it through all the way to the end. Yeah, because there's some other stuff I need. Oh yeah, the Google Earth stuff on the page. Yeah, there's a lot to do. All right, so I'm gonna throw the ferret. I'll show you what they did. I mean, so I looked on the internet, and there's 3 pages worth of. There's a website of people donating birds, and I saw a website of 3 pages worth, but I don't think I want to get one because I can't afford any extra any extra money at all, and I don't think my roommate would want me to because he's a stickler for sound, and that cockatiel was loud. It'll be a lot quieter now, and he'd like that. So I'll just have the cage there, and I'll see what he thinks, and then once I have more money, I'll see if I can get another bird. But that'll be in a while. But they had a lot of cool looking birds. Like I wanted one of the birds, like a conure. Those birds look like have the big eyes. Those are the ones that you can really connect with and talk to and stuff. And now I know how to protect it from the ferrets. I have a table in my bedroom. It's one of these tables, one of these TV tables. You just put the cage up on that, and the ferrets can't get up there. And don't ever leave the ferret on this table. I mean, I was going to do that. I mean, don't ever leave the cage on this table. I was going to do that before, but I'm done with that because they could climb up it. I'll put it over on the dining room table, and they can't get up that. And I also have a place to hang it up there. They have their special place, but I never have it up there because I like to have the bird next to me. So, and I don't think a ferret would attack my bird if the bird's on my shoulder. And if the bird, and I wouldn't even let the ferret get near me if the bird was on my shoulder anyway, so. But if it was near me, I wouldn't think that it would, but I would halfway expect it to. So yeah, ferrets are just dumb. They're really cute, but they're stupid. You can't train them. That's why they have bad reputations. I was listening to a Donald Kagan lecture on the Peloponnesian War, and he's like, "Those no good polecats." I was like, "Oh, that's funny." Huh? Called him a polecat as a derogatory word. So yeah, I mean, what I'm doing on my site's really exciting. I can't wait till I get to the point where I, reverse, look at my folders of images and then get those on the timeline. So I was downloading a lot of new history books and lectures. I think I may have accidentally bought Great Courses Plus and then forgotten to delete it because I can get whatever Great Courses Plus on my Audible, but I've been getting a bunch of these lectures and books, history books and stuff for free. But right now I'm listening to Livy on LibriVox. I mean, not Livy, Thucydides on LibriVox. But I wasn't really paying attention to it that well. I should have turned my air conditioner off before I did this video. I always do that. Okay, so yeah, let's see if we can get these little no good for nothing polecats And I'll show you what they did. Okay, so this is the cage that they killed my bird in. Okay, so somehow it climbed up that, okay? Somehow it scaled this, all right? And I'll show you how it didn't seem like it could do it, because if I put it in here, watch it, it's not gonna be able to get out. So how did it get in there, get the thing, and then get out? I don't know which one did it. It was probably this one. Look at that. They're cute, but they're freaking deadly. So let's throw it in here. See, look at that. How is that thing gonna get out? So how did he get in and get out with the bird? This is so confusing. I think I'm gonna put him in there and just see how long it takes. I'll take note of what time it is, and if the ferret gets out, then I'll let you know how long it took. And one thing that could have happened, which would have been really sad, is if the bird was up at the very top perch, and all it had to do is swipe down and grab it, because the bird just wasn't afraid of the ferret, which would have been really sad. Anyway, so I called my mom. She came over and picked up the body and put it into a little Tupperware thing that my roommate put in the recycle, and just threw it in the dumpster, and that's that. I have my car back until tomorrow, because I take it to the car toys to have the radio removed tomorrow morning at 9. I have to remember that. And then I get to keep it until the 7th in the morning, where I take it to get the alternator put in. I bought a special alternator for the 1,000-watt radio, so I get to listen to the nice radio, to drive to the store a couple times a day, feel all rich again. For the next couple days, I'll do a video tomorrow about it. I'm in my car. And yeah, and then when I get the radio out tomorrow, that's when not tomorrow, but day after tomorrow, that's when I'll put it in all the ads and try to sell it. Hopefully the people at Car Toys will give me some advice. And after I sell the radio, I'll probably at that point proceed to sell my time trial bike. And then I have other things I can sell. I'm not afraid to sell everything. So yeah, the little thing is still on the bottom, like at a loss of how to get out. So I don't know how it got in there. Anyways, talk to you tomorrow.